Lady Salira Voss thrust her ornate staff forward, blocking the grand archway. This court admits no barbaric envoys armed like conquerors. Captain Jonah Reyes halted mid-stride. His boots scraped the polished obsidian floor. Sergeant Mina Holt tensed beside him, hand hovering near her sidearm. The honor guard, sleek alien drones humming with energy shields, flanked the procession. Reyes kept his face neutral. Protocol demanded calm. The assembled nobles hissed from the shadowed balconies. Salira's iridescent scales gleamed under the palace glow orbs. Her eyes, slit-piled and golden, fixed on Reyes's combat harness. Captain Reyes bears weapons unfit for sacred halls, she declared. Expel him now, or risk the Queen's wrath. Mina leaned in, whispering through her translator implant.
She's Voss clan, big on tradition.
Pushing for your disarmament to test the treaty.
Reyes nodded once.
He unclipped his sidearm holster and extended it hilt first to the nearest drone. As requested, the drone scanned it. A chime rang clear. Salira smirked. All of them. Off-worlder. Your knives, your tools. Every scrap. Reyes complied. He stripped his harness layer by layer, stacking gear on a levitating tray. Nobles murmured approval. Salira circled him, tail flicking. See, even humans yield to civilization. One drone jerked. Its shield flickered erratically. Sparks danced along its chassis. The machine whirred, weapons priming with a high-pitched whine. Alarms blared. Guards shouted in the alien tongue, something about overload. Panic rippled through the crowd. Salira froze. Secure it! Reyes moved first. He lunged, bare hands clamping the drone's venting ports. Heat seared his palms. He twisted a loose panel free, exposing the pulsing core. Wires sparked. With a field strip motion drilled into him from Frontier Repairs, he yanked a fused relay free and jammed his thumb into the override notch. The drone powered down. Its lights dimmed to green standby. Silence fell. Reyes straightened, wiping lubricant on his trousers. He slotted the relay back, fixed, not replaced.
Malfunction cleared.
Overheat from dust in the vents. Mina grinned faintly. Told you, sir. Their tech's fragile without maintenance. Salira stared, her tail coiled tight. Nobles whispered furiously. Impossible, she muttered. No one touches a Voss guardian barehanded. Reyes shrugged. Standard procedure. Carry on. The procession resumed. Salira trailed them, glare burning into his back. In the throne chamber, crystal spires amplified every echo. Queen Mareth Call lounged on her elevated dais, her crown of woven energy filaments pulsing. Attendants fanned her with sonic waves. Chancellor Draxel Wren stood at her side, his robes heavy with data scrolls. Reyes bowed precisely 12 degrees. Treaty standard. Your Majesty. Humanity stands ready to uphold the Alliance. Mareth's voice hummed like distant thunder. Captain Reyes, your intervention was noted. Proceed to quarters. Salira stepped forward before he could retreat. Majesty. I file formal complaint. She activated her staff. Holographic text bloomed. The human disrupted sacred ceremony, touched holy drones without sanction. He endangers the court. Draxel nodded subtly. A valid concern. Off-world weapons invite chaos. Mina translated under her breath. Chancellors playing both sides. Once the treaty dead, Reyes held position. He met Mareth's gaze, steady, unblinking. The Queen steepled her claws. Lady Voss. You challenged him publicly. He challenged our ways first, Salira snapped. Remove him from palace grounds. House him in the outer envoy wing. Mareth's eyes narrowed. No. The treaty demands his presence here, under watch. She paused, scales shifting to royal indigo. You will escort him personally, Salira. Teach him our customs. No further public challenges. Salira recoiled. Escort the human? Majesty, I obey. Mareth's tone brooked no argument, or forfeit your seat on the High Council. Salira bowed stiffly. Her tail lashed once. As you command. Reyes followed her from the chamber. Corridors twisted like living veins, walls pulsing faint light. Salira marched ahead, not speaking. At his quarters, a stark suite of crystal and hover furniture. She halted. Stay inside, she hissed. Touch nothing. Speak to no one without me. Reyes entered. Mina slipped in behind. That went sideways fast, sir. He scanned the room. Adapt. What's her angle? Power play. Voss clan hates humans, thinks we're brute force threats to their subtle politics. Drone fix? That's viral already. Nobles are buzzing. Outside, Salira lingered. She accessed her comm. Chancellor, the Queen binds me to the human. We accelerate. Draxel's hologram flickered. Perfect. Frame his repairs as sabotage. The coup launches at feast end.
The throne will be mine.
She severed the link. Her claws flexed. The human had humiliated her, fixed a drone like child's play. But his calm unnerved her. What other, normal, tricks hid in that frame? Reyes unpacked his kit. A soft chime echoed. Palace alert. He glanced at Mina. Trouble? She checked feeds. Just chatter. But Salira's not done. He nodded. Duty first. The treaty held. For now. Salira returned to Dawn Cycle. She banged the entry panel. Human. Attend. Reyes opened the door. She thrust a robe at him, flowing silks in Voss colors. Wear this. No harness. We tour the archives. Learn or be gone. He donned it over his fatigues. It hung loose. Lead on, lady. They walked. Salira lectured sharply. Archives hold our history. Touch nothing. A data crystal display glitched nearby. Hollow images stuttered. Salira scowled. Servitor fault. Reyes eyed it. Mind if I? No. She blocked him. But the glitch worsened, projecting chaotic war footage, ancient alien battles. He stepped past anyway. Gentle pressure on a node realigned the crystal. Images stabilized. Salira gaped. How? Basic calibration. He stepped back. Her frustration boiled. This human dismantled her objections effortlessly, yet the Queen's order chained her. Escort him, watch him, and soon, expose him for Draxel. In the Queen's private alcove later, Mareth summoned them both. Draxel lurked in shadow. Report, the Queen said. Salira straightened. He meddles, Majesty. Fixed an archive without clearance. Mareth tilted her head. And functioned smoothly now? Yes, but... Captain Reyes. Mareth fixed him. Your skills stabilize. The treaty needs that. Draxel interjected smoothly. Stability or sabotage. His hands on our tech invite peril. Reyes met the Chancellor's gaze. I fix what's broken. That's my duty. Mareth silenced them with a gesture. Enough. To bind this piece, she extended a claw-edged tablet. Lady Salira Voss, you will betroth Captain Reyes. Publicly. Tonight, Salira staggered. Betroth? To the human? The boss line strengthens the throne. His presence secures the treaty. Mareth's eyes gleamed. Refuse and your clan loses all favor. Reyes blinked. Betrothal? His mind raced. Treaty leverage, not romance. But Salira's fury lit her scales crimson. Draxel smiled thinly. Perfect chaos brewing, as guards escorted them out. Salira whirled on Reyes. This is your fault. He raised hands, palms out. Not me. Queen's call. Salira's scales flushed deeper crimson. She jabbed a claw-tipped finger at his chest. You wormed into her favor, fixed her toys. Now this farce binds me to you. Guards shifted uneasily behind them. Reyes kept his voice level. Duty first. Treaty holds. We walk it off. She snarled, spun on her heel, and stalked down the corridor. Follow, human, your lessons continue. Reyes matched her stride. Palace halls twisted like veins in a living beast. Polished obsidian walls etched with glowing runes. Air humming with hidden energies. Salira veered sharp left into a narrow passage. No guards posted here. Restricted markers glowed faint red along the archway. He paused. This route off limits? Personal access. She didn't slow. Betrothed privileges, apparently. Reyes scanned ahead. Seam in the wall panel caught his eye. A hairline fracture, misaligned by millimeters. Surveillance lens glinted behind it. Miscalibrated. Feed would lag. Someone watched sloppy. Change course. He stepped in front, blocking her. Salira halted, eyes narrowing. You presume to lead? That seems compromised. Reyes tapped the wall lightly. Panel vibrated wrong. Lens offset. Queen's schedule exposed if she passes. Assassin's dream. She leaned close, sniffed the air. Her nostrils flared at the faint ozone whiff. How did you... Basic scan, he gestured right. Main hall safer.
Double time!
Fury twisted her features, but she pivoted. They doubled back, boots echoing on stone. Reyes noted her tail lashing. Anger or calculation? Why protect her? Salira hissed as they emerged into brighter light. Your treaty doesn't demand heroics. Duty does. He kept pace. Broken security breaks peace. She led him deeper into the palace guts now, past antechambers where courtiers whispered. Another turn plunged them into dimmer vaults, armory access, blade racks shadowed along walls. Ceremonial hilts gleamed under low runes. Salira stopped abrupt. Blade check. Custom demands it. Reyes eyed the racks. Alien blades. Curved. Scale-gripped. Poison grooves etched fine. No human equivalent on his belt. Just issue knife. Sealed. Submit. She drew a slender inspector's wand, tip glowing blue. Or violate protocol. Expose yourself. He unbuckled his sheath, handed over the knife hilt first. Check away. Wand hummed over the blade. It beeped green. Xylera frowned, thrust it back. Now ours. She snatched a ceremonial dagger from the rack, boss clan mark engraved on guard. Lock it. Prove your grasp of our ways. Reyes took the blade. Weight off. Balance forward heavy. Alien Smith's favorite slash over thrust. He demonstrated the standard lock. Twist wrist. Clamp hilt to forearm with rune-activated strap. Strap hissed shut. Secure. He offered it back. Xylera snatched it, tested the draw. Smooth, but her claw snagged the seam. Sloppy human grip. Not sloppy. Reyes drew his own knife again, laid it beside. Watch. He gripped the alien blade anew. Thumb pressure point rotate 15 degrees counterclockwise. Strap engaged without hiss. Silent seal. Your trainer skipped the pivot. Leaves. Audio cue. Assassin hears it. Her eyes widened fraction. She mimicked. Strap sealed quiet. Blade locked flawless. Palace guards drill wrong. Reyes sheathed his own. Echoes carry. Upgrade this queen safer. Salira stared at the blade. Scales shifted from crimson to amber flicker. Intrigue, she sheathed it. Waved the wand over both. Dual green. You. Adapt our tools. Tools are tools. He shrugged. Fix what's broke. Footsteps echoed from the vault mouth. Chancellor Draxel emerged, robes swirling, 2 enforcers at flank. His slit pupils fixed on Reyes. Lady Voss. Human. Intimate tour? Salira stiffened. Routine check, Chancellor. Draxel's gaze slid to the blades.
Armory? Bold for a betrothed stroll?
Reyes noted the enforcer's hilts, straps loose, audible ready. Draxel's play? Security demo. Reyes kept tone neutral. Found gaps. Draxel chuckled low. Gaps? Or excuses to meddle. He signaled enforcers. They advanced, wands out. Salira stepped between. Chancellor the Queen. Queen. Heirs. Draxel's voice sharpened. This human destabilizes. Voss blood diluted by off-world brute. Coup whispers grow. Reyes tensed. Enforcers drew blades. Standard lock, hissing loud. Palace intrigue boiled over. Salira whirled to Reyes. Your fault draws knives. Not yet. He raised hands slow. Talk first, Draxel sneered. Silence him. Enforcers lunged. Reyes sidestepped first, caught wrist mid-snarl. Pivot lock. Alien style. Upgraded quiet. Enforcer's blade clattered free. Locked to Reyes' forearm now. Second enforcer swung wild. Reyes ducked, tapped pressure seam on his strap. Silent release. Blade flipped into Reyes' grip. Salira gaped, her own blade half-drawn. Draxel paled. Guards! War boots thundered. Sergeant Holt burst from a side passage. Human sidearm holstered, but stun prod ready. Captain! Queen's detail inbound. Reyes disarmed second enforcer same way. Quiet pivot, blade secured. He stacked both weapons at his feet. Stand down. Draxel backed step. Treason. He assaults palace. Salira's tail coiled tight. She eyed the disarmed blades. Then Draxel. Your men. Your test? Queen Merith's voice cut the air. She strode in, flanked by royal guard, eyes blazing. Chancellor. Explain. Draxel bowed hasty. Majesty, the human attacked. Lock demo. Reyes nodded to blades. Showed better way. Your Chancellor interrupted. Merith's gaze flicked to hilts. She drew one enforcer's tested strap. Hiss, then Reyes's. Silence. Effective. Sailora exhaled sharp. He exposed it first, Majesty. Surveillance seem earlier. Route change saved your path. Mareth turned to Draxel. You watched. Draxel's mandibles clicked. Oversight, merely. Lies. Mareth signaled guards. Detain him. Coup scent thickens. Enforcers hauled Draxel back. He spat. Voss weakness binds us all. Salyra shuddered. Reyes caught her elbow steady. Instinct. She didn't pull away. Mareth faced them. Betrothal stands. Train the guard, Captain. Lady Voss. Oversee. Salyra met Reyes's eyes. No fury now. Calculation, edged with, respect, as you command. Holt sidled close. Nice pivot, sir. Their blades sing now. Reyes nodded. Team fix. As they exited vaults, Salyra leaned in. You turned my trap. Upgrade. He smiled faint. Partners now. Her scales warmed gold. Duty first. But, watch your back, human. Draxel's shout echoed from cells. The treaty crumbles. Reyes gripped his blade tighter. Coup just ignited. Sergeant Holt fell in step. Captain. Scans show more seams. Palace riddled. Salyra overheard. Then we seal them. Together. Reyes nodded. Trust sparked. Fragile, forged in clash. But shadows lingered. Draxel's allies lurked. Betrothal veil hid knives. Queen's chamber doors loomed ahead. Mareth waited inside, tablet glowing with new edicts. Enter. Plans evolve. Reyes pushed forward. Duty called. Lady Salyra Voss slammed her data slate on the council table. Expel Captain Reyes now, Majesty. His training drills mask invasion probes. The treaty dies with him gone. Reyes stood rigid beside Sergeant Holt. The chamber's crystal walls hummed with enforcer tension. Queen Mareth's throne loomed central, her iridescent scales unmoving. Counselors shifted, mandibles twitching. He scanned faces. Draxel Wren smirked from shadows, claws tapping. Mareth raised one hand. Silence crashed down. Reyes kept breath steady. His marines waited outside. Holt whispered, She's cornered, sir. Play neutral. Salyra pressed. He rerouted your convoy unbidden. Planted surveillance claims. Foreign warrior dictates our moves. Expel him. Draxel nodded. The human destabilizes. Chancellor agrees. Mareth's eyes locked on Salyra. He saved my life, Lady Voss. Your accusations falter. Salyra's scales flushed crimson. A ploy! Bind him or banish! He is your betrothed, gasps rippled. Reyes blinked. Betrothed? His pulse spiked, but training locked it down. Salyra whirled. Majesty. Arranged. Effective immediately. Mareth tapped her tablet. Hollow projections bloomed. Lineage webs. Treaty clauses. Private negotiation now. Terms by dawn. Or both forfeit stations. Counselors murmured. Draxel's mandibles clacked fury. Salyra's gaze drilled Reyes. Hatred? Calculation? She stormed past, tail lashing his leg.
You.
My chambers. Follow. Reyes glanced at Mareth. She nodded once. Duty pulled him after. Holt gripped his arm outside. Sir, that's alien noble binding. Contracts bite. Sign nothing blind. He adjusted his sidearm. Palace corridors twisted. Guards saluting Salyra. She shoved into her antechamber. Doors sealed with a hiss. Silk drapes muffled echoes. A low table glowed, stylus poised. Sit. Salyra flung a contract hollow. Clauses scrolled. Restrict movements to her oversight. Speech pre-approved. Command authority surrendered to court veto. Reyes scanned. Trap tight. Sergeant Holt. Verify Legalese. Holt leaned in, translator buzzing. It's Alish, sir. She controls your patrols. Your words. No independent action. Salyra paced, scales rippling silver. You threaten balance. This tames you. He met her eyes. Green slits, fierce. Tame, I protect the treaty. Your queen's order. Her folly. She jabbed the hollow. Sign. Obey. Reyes tapped a clause. Redlined it. Amendment. No political override of my command chain. Marines follow my orders, not court schemes. Salyra snarled. Impossible. You serve here, protective custody only. He stood. Sign or I walk. Treaty voids. Her claws flexed. Minutes stretched. Holt shifted. Hand near comms. Finally, Selyra slashed approval. Done. Leashed human. Ink sealed. Hollow chimed acceptance. Alarms blared. Palace shuddered. Intruders. Guards shouted outside. Selyra yanked the doors. Enforcers dragged a bleeding counselor. Chancellor Draxel rallies. Claims the betrothal arms the human against throne. Reyes drew his pulse rifle. Coup. Holt sync scans. Sir, breaches at East Wing. Draxel's loyalists. Selyra gripped her ceremonial blade. You foresaw? Patterns. Reyes shouldered past. Holt, flank left. Secure Queen. They charged corridors. Blaster fire cracked ahead. Alien guards fell. Chitin cracking under plasma bursts. Reyes vaulted a barricade. 2 conspirators lunged. Vibro spears humming. He sidestepped, rifle butt cracking one's mandible. The other thrust. Reyes twisted, knife parrying, then drove elbow into throat plates. It crumpled. Human joints flexed where alien armor locked. Selyra slashed the first's flank. Green blood sprayed. Flank them, Holt picked off a sniper. Clear right. They pushed to throne vault. Draxel bellowed from balcony. Hollow broadcast live. The Queen weds alien poison. Human warrior seizes power. Rise. Crowds outside roared. Palace shutters worsened. Explosives? Reyes signaled. Oh, suppress broadcast. Holt. Jammer. She slapped a device. Static swallowed Draxel's voice. Selyra hurled a stun grenade. Conspirators seized. Draxel leaped down, claws extended. Boss traitor! You bed the beast! Reyes intercepted. Draxel's strike glanced his vest. Kevlar held. Reyes countered with a knee to midsection, folding the Chancellor. Mandibles snapped air. Selyra's blade pinned Draxel's arm. Yield. Guards swarmed. Mareth emerged. Flanked. Broadcast ends. Coup crushed. Draxel spat. The humans grip tightens. Mareth mocks us. Mareth silenced him with a gesture. Enforcers hauled him to cells. Reyes holstered. Adrenaline ebbed. Selyra sheathed her blade inches from his. Her scales gleamed gold now, not crimson. You fought with us. Her voice softened a notch. Partners. He nodded to the contract. Amendment held. She huffed, almost a laugh. Duty first, human. Holt grinned. Scans clean, sir. But outer protests brew. Mareth approached. Captain. Train. Expanded guard. Lady Voss. Integrate him fully. Treaty. And realm. Demand it. Selyra bowed, as commanded. Reyes felt her gaze linger. Pride clashed with duty. Trust flickered. But Draxel's eyes burned from chains. This binding ignites war. Alarms pinged anew. Outer gates rattled under mob fury. Reyes checked ammo. Blades waited in shadows. Selyra touched his arm. Together? He nodded. Collision forged ahead. They moved to battlements. Crowds surged. Banners high. Draxel's poison spread. Holt reported. Sir, there's siege tech. Energy lances. Our shields hold 5 minutes. Selyra barked orders. Alien archers knocked crystal bolts. Reyes directed. Concentrate fire lanes. Holt. Drones up. Drones whirred, spotting leaders. Precise bursts dropped agitators. Aliens gaped. Human strike without waste. Selyra's bolt felled a banner bearer. Your precision, unnatural. Training. He covered her reload. A lance scorched past. Reyes shoved her down. Rolling, debris rained. She rose, blade ready.
You shielded. Instinct.
Crowd faltered. Protests thinned. Mareth broadcast. Coup fails. Betrothal secures peace. Cheers mixed jeers. Tension held. Back in chambers, Selyra poured elixir. Your amendment saved command. My clauses limited you less. Reyes sipped. Bitter, warming. Mutual leash now. Her tail brushed his boot. Not accident. Watch still, Captain. Holt. Calm. Sir, new intel. Draxel's off-world allies inbound. Reyes, set cup down. Duty reignited. Selyra stood. We prepare. Trust solidified. Blade sharp. But stars wheeled outside. Shadows deepened. Lady Selyra yanked Captain Jonah Reyes through the banquet hall doors. Nobles' gazes snapped to them. Tails lashed. Whispers hissed like steam vents. Smile, Captain, Sci-Fi murmured, her claws light on his sleeve. Or they'll smell blood. Reyes nodded once. His dress uniform itched under the alien scrutiny. He scanned the room, high vaulted ceilings, crystal goblets gleaming on long tables. Queen Merith at the head dais. Sergeant Mina Holt flanked him opposite Saylyra, her tablet humming softly. Saylyra steered them to a side table. Watch, Draxil moves first. Always does. Reyes filled his plate with unfamiliar fruits. Tart juice burst on his tongue. He chewed methodically. Goal. Observe. No incidents. Treaty held on fragile threads. Holt leaned in. Sir, their body language. Tails high means aggression. Low means deceit. Noted. Reyes tracked Chancellor Draxil across the hall. The minister's robes swirled as he chatted with aides. One aide, a wiry male with flickering scales, slipped toward the royal table. Saylyra's tail brushed Reyes's leg. Warning. He tests you. Frame the outsider. Expel the threat. Reyes set his fork down. I'm no threat. Your kind's normal. Terrifies us. Her eyes narrowed. Precision without mercy. Drums rolled. Queen Merith rose. Silence fell. Her crown pulsed with inner light. Fellow Kalari, she intoned. Tonight, we honor the treaty. Humans stand with us. Applause rippled. Forced. Reyes noted. Draxil smiled too wide. Servants circulated cups. Glowing elixir swirled inside. Draxil lifted his high.
To peace!
The hall echoed. To peace. Queen Merith reached for her cup. Reyes's instincts fired. The servant's hand trembled. Scales mismatched the others. Poison. He lunged. Shoved past a noble. Snatched the cup midair before her fingers closed. Gasps exploded. Guards drew crystal blades. Draxil's face twisted. Captain Reyes, Merith barked. Reyes held the cup aloft. Scan it, Sergeant. Holt's wrist device beeped. Red light flared. Toxins confirmed. Neural paralytic, lethal in seconds. Nobles recoiled. Tails coiled tight. Saylyra gripped his arm. Hard.
Assassin!
Draxil roared. The human poisons our queen. Guards surged. Reyes stood firm. Holt flanked him, device still scanning. Trace the handler, Reyes ordered. Low voice. Calm. Holt nodded. Nanite signature leads to. She pointed. That aide. Draxil's. The wiry male bolted for the doors. Reyes vaulted the table. Plates shattered. He tackled the aide mid-stride, pinned him face down. Guards halted. Queen Merith raised a hand. Hold. Reyes zip-tied the aide's wrists, human restraints from his kit. Tight. Efficient. Talk, Rey said. Pressure on the neck joint. Alien anatomy from briefings. Sensitive. The aide writhed. Mercy. Poison source. Reyes increased pressure. No anger. Just fact. Draxil, he ordered. Frame the human. Hall froze. Draxil paled. Lies. Human coercion. Reyes hauled the aide up. Faced the queen. Your scan, Majesty? Malira's advisor activated a crystal orb. It hummed, projecting the aide's scales glowing with matching nanites. Confession verified, the advisor said. Chancellor Draxil procured the toxin. Chaos erupted. Nobles shouted. Guards seized Draxil's arms. He snarled, struggling. Arrest the human, Draxil yelled. He assaults citizens. Merith's eyes hardened. The treaty envoy acts for peace. Guards turned toward Reyes, spears leveled. Saylyra stepped forward. Her voice cut the din. No. He is mine. Silence crashed down. Reyes blinked. Her tail curled possessively around his waist. I claim Captain Jonah Reyes as my protected consort, Saylyra declared, by ancient right. Bloodbound, no arrest without my dual consent. Nobles murmured. Merith's brow arched. Lady Voss, bold. Draxil laughed bitterly from guard's grip. A Voss human? Madness. The treaty crumbles. Saylyra met Reyes's gaze. Fierce. Duty collides, Captain. Accept. Reyes waited. Treaty. Queen safe. Pride stung, but logic held. Accepted. Holt suppressed a grin. Merith nodded. Binding sealed. Court adjourns. Guards dragged Draxil away. He spat. This ignites war. Saylyra pulled Reyes from the hall. Her chambers loomed ahead, doors sealed with a hiss. You saved her, Saylyra said. Poured elixir. Verified safe. Why? Duty. Reyes accepted the cup, sipped. Warming spice hit his veins. She circled him. Tail flicked. Humans shield without thought. Terrifying. Your court games nearly killed her. He set the cup down. My scan? Standard protocol. Standard. She laughed sharp. Our oracles take days. Hold Comet in. Stayed outside. Sir, Draxel's allies mobilize. Protests at gates. Reyes checked his sidearm. Locked. Expected. So Lyra touched his chest plate. Claws retracted. Consort, we face them bound. He nodded. Trust? Flickering. But her eyes held no deceit. Alarms wailed. Outer gates rattled. They moved as one. Lyra gripped the battlements. Mob surged below. Banners waved. Expel the human. Reyes sighted his rifle. Halt! Drones. Drones buzzed aloft. Spotted leaders. He fired precise bursts. Agitators dropped. Aliens gaped. No waste. Lyra knocked a crystal bolt. Released. Banner bearer fell. Your training instinct.
He covered her reload. Lance, scorched air.
He shoved her down. Rolled. She rose, blade out. You shielded me. Duty. Crowd thinned. Marith broadcast. Coup fails. Betrothal holds. Cheers clashed with jeers. Back in chambers, Siley report again. Your precision amended the right. Less chains. Reyes. Sipped. Mutual. Now. Her tail brushed his boot. Intentional. Watch my back, consort. Holt's voice crackled. Sir. Off-world ships inbound. Draxil's fleet. Reyes stood. Lyra joined him. Blades gleamed. Shadows lengthened. Stars burned hostile. Draxil's chains rattled in the dungeon below. His whisper to a guard. Fleet strikes at dawn. Reyes overheard via drone feed. He gripped Lyra's hand. Incoming. She squeezed back. Together. Fleet signatures lit the sky. Energy lances probed shields. Holt reported. 5 minutes, sir. Reyes directed fire. Concentrate lanes. Crystal bolts flew. Drones marked targets. Hits landed clean. Aliens cheered. Humans turned tide. A lance breached. Reyes tackled Lyra again. Blast rocked stone. She coughed dust. Rose fighting. Instinct again. He reloaded. Always. Fleet faltered. One ship exploded in precise drone strike. Marith's voice boomed. Victory. But Reyes spotted it. Second wave. Larger. Lyra saw two. More. Draxil's reserves. Reyes checked ammo. Low. Her eyes met his. Pride yielded. Trust your lead. He nodded. Duty fused. Power bent. They charged the command spire. Holt synced feeds. Sir, Queen's orders. Hold the line. Shields flickered. Lances rained. Reyes barked vectors. Reyes barked vectors. Lyra flank left. Drone swarm at 3 o'clock. She spun, tail lashing, blade carving through a buzzing scout drone. Shrapnel sparked across the spire stairs. On it, human. Holt's voice cut through comms. Sir, shields at 20%. Lances inbound. 10 seconds. Reyes shoved Solera into cover. Stone exploded behind them. He popped up, rifle chattering precise bursts. 2 enemy corvettes listed, engines blooming fire. Alien gunners on the walls whooped. The off-worlder paints them blind. Lyra rose beside him, firing crystal pulses. Her shots grazed hulls, his punched vitals. Your aim. Unnatural. Training. Reyes reloaded, eyes scanning feeds. Drones relayed palace schematics. Weak points glowed. Service vents, unshielded towers. He tagged them. Holt, reroute batteries to these cords. Affirmative. Firing. Bolts hammered. A third ship cracked open, raining debris. The fleet wavered, signatures peeling away. Marith's command boomed across channels. Retreat signal confirmed. Draxil's dogs break. Cheers erupted from the walls. Lyra gripped Reyes's arm, claws pricking. Her eyes held his. Pride cracked, just a sliver.
You turned them.
Duty. He scanned for stragglers. Clear. They descended the spire, guards falling in. Dawn broke cold over the palace. Draxil's chains clanked in the depths, but whispers lingered. Holt met them at the base. Sir, Queen summons. Full court. Lyra straightened. Noble mask snapping on. Follow. And explain yourself later. Court seethed. Nobles hissed at the human stride. Mareth sat thrown high, tail coiled. Captain Reyes, your vectors saved us. Speak. Second wave plotted reserves from Draxel's old manifests. Reyes kept it crisp. Drones mapped jumps. We hit vectors first. Celira stepped forward, precision worthy of note, but his methods, brute force masked as reflex. She locked eyes with him. Consort or not, I demand clarity. With me. She seized his wrist, dragged him from the hall. Guards parted. Holt trailed, smirking faintly. Deep in the palace undercroft, Celira shoved open an interrogation chamber door. Torchlight flickered off crystal walls etched with restraint runes. Chains dangled from ceilings. Sit. Reyes eased onto a stone bench. No threat. Holt leaned by the door. Celira paced, tail flicking sharp. Every move. That tackle in the breach, the reload under fire. Explain your aggressive human reflexes, or I'll chain you myself and pry it out. He met her glare. Threat response. Scan, assess, neutralize. Humans train it daily. Lies. She loomed, claws tapping his knee. You flattened me twice now, like prey. No alien male dares touch a lady so. Protective instinct. Rhea stood slow, matching her height. You'd do same. Her laugh bit. I'd slice the threat.
Not smother it.
She circled. Demonstrate, or admit you're a destabilizing brute. Holt cleared throat. Lady, he's not. Quiet. Second. Celira snapped. Prove it civilized. Reyes nodded. Threat drill. Need actors. She arched a brow ridge. Called guards via comm. 4 palace staff shuffled in. Cooks. Scribes. Wide-eyed. Use them. Show me. He positioned them. Scenario. Ambush in hall. You walk center. Pointed cook left flank. You stumble. Feint attack. Scribe right. Distract. Others block rear. Celira took position, blade loose. Begin. Cook lunged clumsy. Reyes blurred, grabbed arm, twisted to pin without harm. Spun to scribe's grab. Elbow block. Sweep leg. Rear blockers charged. He sidestepped, tripped chain reaction. All down in 8 seconds. Staff groaned. Awed. Celira stared. Brute speed. Control. He helped them up. No kills. Restrain report. She tested it. Staff reset. She walked. They attacked. She slashed air, downed 2, clumsy on 3rd. Reyes corrected mid-drill. Eyes everywhere. Pivot here. She adapted, felled all clean. Effective. Her tail brushed his leg again. Intentional, but court traditions bind guards. Fixed rotations. Blood oaths. Redesign. Mine. Prove it works. Backlash hit fast. Her steward balked in antechamber. Ladies shatter precedent. The human dictates. Celira waved him off. He saved the spire. Obey. Reyes sketched rotations on a holopad. Overlapping shifts. Random patrols. Drone overwatch. Vents sealed. Service gates double-checked. Weak points covered. 10 minutes. He'd mapped the entire palace blind from drone feeds earlier. Every shadow. Every grate. Brute. Maps like a predator god. Standard recon. He tapped a gate. This one's exposed. Bribe risk. Her eyes narrowed. Pride ward duty. Implement. Now. Word spread. Guards grumbled but shifted. Holt synced drones. Sir. Feeds live. Night fell. Celira's chambers glowed soft. She poured crystal wine. Your drill humbled me. Tail coiled his ankle under table. Trust your watch. Reyes sipped.
Mutual. A chime broke it.
Holt. Sir. Anomaly. Service gate. Reyes bolted up. Celira followed. Blade out. They sprinted corridors. Draxel's whisper echoed an intercepted feed. Bribe sealed. Guard captain palmed creds. Swung the gate. Shadows slipped through. Assassins. Cloaked. 10 strong. Reyes barked. Flank! Holt! Drones! Drones hummed, spotlighting. Celira struck first, blade singing. 2 down. Reyes fired controlled bursts, dropping 3. Guards piled in. New rotation flawless. No gaps. Captain spun guilty. Draxel paid. Celira's claws raked his face. Traitor. Last assassin lunged at her back. Reyes tackled. Instinct again. Rolled, pinned. She rose over him, breathing hard, always the brute shield. He grinned faint. Your lead now. She hauled him up. Hand lingered. Hours. But Holt's calm crackled urgent. Sir, Queen's Tower. Intruders inside. Draxel's signal from dungeon. Chains rattled below, not broken. Escaped. Sailor's eyes blazed. He plays long. Reyes checked rifle. Low ammo. Her blade gleamed. Together? She nodded. Power yielded fully. Duty bound them. They charged down. Saylyra's claws dug into Reyes's arm as they rounded the corner. Footsteps thundered behind. More intruders, spilling from side vents. Vault access ahead, she hissed. Queen's quarters seal there. Reyes scanned the corridor. Wide marble hall, 20 meters to the vault door. Pillars flanked it. Tapestries hung heavy. Service carts lined one wall, laden with linens and crystal decanters. Perfect. Holt status. He yanked a cart into position, toppling it across the hall. Glass shattered, shards glittering under glow orbs. Intruders breached outer rings, sir. 8 confirmed toward Queen. Drones inbound. 2 minutes. Saylyra slashed a tapestry free, draping it over the cart for camouflage. Block them. Non-lethal. Spill blood here, and Draxel spins it as mutiny. Reyes nodded, ripping benches from alcoves. He wedged them against the cart, forming a knee-high barricade. Guards from the fresh rotation piled in, dragging statues and rugs. One alien hesitated, tails twitching. Human. This desecrates. Move. Reyes shoved a pedestal into place. It thudded solid. He knelt behind. Rifle braced. Stun rounds only. Aim low. Trip 'em. The first intruder burst around the bend. Cloaked figure. Plasma dagger glowing. Reyes fired. The stun bolt hit center mass. The alien crumpled, twitching. Saylyra's blade whipped out, slicing the dagger hand clean. Non-lethal for her people. Lethal precision. 2 more charged. Reyes rolled left, grabbing a fallen decanter. He hurled it. Crystal exploded against a knee, shattering bone. The alien howled, collapsing into the barricade. Guards swarmed, pinning them with ceremonial pulls. Captain Vex! Saylyra snarled at the lead guard, who shrank back, uniform askew. His tails lashed gilt. You waved them through? Draxel's coin in your pouch? Vex's eyes darted. Lady I. She seized his collar, claws pricking throat. Name him, or I peel your rank from your hide. Draxel, Vex spat. Chancellor promised throne shares. Said the human poisons the treaty. Reyes rose, rifle trained. Where's the queen? Vex swallowed. Tower sealed. But Draxel's in the dungeon vault. Signal jammer there. He's rallying old loyalists. Saylyra shoved Vex into guard custody. Bind him. Alert the rotation. She turned to Reyes, breath steadying. Her tail brushed his leg, deliberate. Your barriers hold, like your drills. Standard breach protocol. He reloaded from a guard's pouch. Holt, drones up. Affirm, spotting 4 more, closing fast. Alarms wailed. The vault door loomed, ornate gold inlay depicting ancient battles. Saylyra palmed the access panel. It beeped, denial. Locked from within. Queen? Reyes checked his rifle. 5 rounds left. Blow it? Footfalls echoed. Draxel's strike team emerged from a side arch. 6 elites, armored in Chancellor black. Blades humming. Their leader, a scarred veteran, pointed. The brute and the traitor's bride. Surrender the key. Saylyra bared fangs. Draxel cowers below while you die here? The leader laughed. Lights out. He triggered a pulse grenade. Glow orbs shattered. Palace plunged dark. Rhea's night vision kicked in. Human eyes adapting seamless. Shadows sharpened. Enemies advancing. Tails silhouetted. Saylyra gasped beside him, pupils dilating wide. Her species saw heat, not shapes, disoriented. Stay low. He gripped her wrist, pulling her behind the vault door's recess. Furniture loomed nearby. A massive oaken sideboard, velvet chairs, gilded stands. Battlefield born. He heaved the sideboard across the threshold, barricading the recess. Chairs toppled into a wedge, stands jammed as braces. Enemies fired blind, plasma scorched marble inches away. Saylyra shook free, vision adjusting to faint heat blooms. You seeing this? Trained for it. Reyes yanked a chair leg free, wielding it like a baton. First enemy lunged. Reyes cracked knee. then jaw. Non-lethal thud, the alien sprawled. Selyra struck next, blade flashing by heat sense alone. She downed, one tail lashing another's ankle. Draxel's pets falter. Two flanked left. Reyes dove, tackling through chair legs. He pinned one, stun bolt to neck. The other slashed. Reyes rolled, blade grazing his sleeve. Selyra's claw raked the attacker's back, dropping him. Holt's voice crackled. Drones here, flares deploying. Pinpricks of light bloomed, drones hovering, illuminating the melee. Guards poured from side doors, empowered by the barricade. They overwhelmed the rest, poles cracking shields. Reyes hauled Selyra up. Her hand clamped his, claws sheathed.
Brute no more. Warrior.
He grinned in the flare glow. Yours. The vault panel hissed open. Queen Mareth stood there, flanked by loyalists, eyes sharp. Report. Selyra stepped forward, still gripping Reyes. Draxel escaped dungeon, strike team down. Vex named him. Mareth's gaze flicked to their joined hands. Pride flickered in her alien features. Duty affirmed. He flees to the undercrypts. The betrothal binds you now, Captain Reyes. Lead the hunt. Reyes checked his rifle. Empty. Selyra offered her blade. Together, they plunged into the stairwell, guards trailing. Echoes rose, chains snapping below. Draxel's voice boomed from vents. The human defiles our blood. Seize the queen! Selyra's tail coiled Reyes' ankle mid-descent. Trust sealed in darkness. Deeper they drove, torches flaring, crypt air thickened, ancient stone dripping. Footsteps multiplied. Draxel's rallied force, shadows merging. Reyes scanned junctions. Split. Risks ambush. Tight formation. Selyra relayed, voice commanding. Guards tightened, spears out. Her heat vision pierced veils, his pinpointed movement. A trap sprung. Net wires whipped from ceiling. Reyes shoved Selyra clear, diving under. Wires tangled two guards. Enemies swarmed. Flank! Reyes barked. He grabbed a fallen spear, thrusting low. Non-lethal sweeps felled Dree. Selyra danced through, blade parrying plasma. Holt's drone feed patched in. Sir, Draxel at crypt core. Ritual chamber, arming charges. Queen's voice cut comms. Prevent detonation. Treaty vaults adjacent. They burst into the chamber. Draxel stood amid glowing consoles. Loyalists circling, his robes billowed, eyes manic. The outsider ends here. Our purity. Selyra hurled the dagger. It pinned his sleeve to console. Purity? You bribe captains, unleash assassins. Reyes advanced, spear leveled. Draxel's men charged. Chaos erupted. Blades clashed, spears cracked armor. One loyalist swung at Selyra's back. Reyes intercepted, spear haft blocking. He countered with a human pivot, elbow to throat, drop. The alien gurgled, stunned. Selyra down too, bloodied but precise. Your humans fight dirty. Efficient. Reyes grinned, parrying another. Draxel yanked free, activating charges. Consoles beeped. Countdown. Queen's guards breached outer ring. Mareth entered, voice steel. Stand down, Chancellor. Treason witnessed. Draxel sneered. The human brute is my blade. Selyra seized him, claws at neck. Confess, he spat. Never. Reyes disarmed the console with Holt's remote hack. Drones interfacing alien tech seamless. Reyes slammed his field toolkit onto the console. Sparks flew from the alien panel's exposed circuits. Draxel's remaining loyalists lunged from the shadows, blades drawn. He twisted a multi-tool's jaws into the vault lock. Holt, seal the east corridor, drones on overrides. Affirmative, sir. Routing power now. Her voice crackled steady over comms. The panel hissed. Reyes yanked wires free. A bulkhead groaned behind Draxel's team. Steel iris slamming shut. Thuds echoed as trapped guards pounded futilely. Draxel whirled, claws scraping the console. You dare trap my sworn? Selyra's grip tightened on his collar. Blood streaked her elegant robes. You're sworn, bribed scum. The Queen will hear this. Reyes straightened, toolkit snapping shut. His spear lay splintered nearby. He hefted a fallen alien pulse rifle instead, human hands fitting awkward grips. Treaty vaults secure, charges offline. Queen Mareth strode forward, her guards fanning out. Pearl scales gleamed under chamber lights. Chancellor, explain the explosives at my treaty core. Draxel sneered, fangs bared. The human poisons us. His brute strength destabilizes. Salira dragged him forward. Claws dug into his neck. By the old codes, I challenge your office. Witnesses abound. Confess your bribes, your assassins, or face judgment. The chamber froze. Mareth's eyes narrowed. Lady Voss invokes right. Chancellor, yield or duel. Draxel spat blood. I yield nothing. This outsider. Salira shoved him to his knees. He fights like a storm. You scheme like a worm. Reyes scanned the room. Bodies littered the floor. Loyalists stunned, not slain. His non-lethal takedowns held. Aliens stared, whispers rippling. Human efficiency unnerved them. Mareth raised a clawed hand. Enough! Draxel Wren, stripped of title. Guards, confine him. 2 armored figures hauled the Chancellor away. He thrashed, robes tearing. The court will rise. Purity demands. Silence. Mareth turned to Reyes. Her gaze pierced. Captain, your actions saved the vaults. The treaty endures. Reyes nodded once. Duty, your majesty. Salira released a breath. Her blade dripped. She met his eyes, sharp assessing. No gratitude yet, just calculation. Holt's voice pinged. Sir, outer halls clear. Drones report assembly in the grand atrium. Crowds gathering. Mareth's scales flushed deeper. The realm watches. Rumors fly. Coup whispers must die now. She signaled attendance. Heralds unfurled banners. Prepare the binding rite.
Public. Captain Reyes weds Lady Voss.
Treaty sealed in blood. And vow. Reyes blinked. Salira stiffened beside him. Your Majesty. Salira's voice cracked. Rare vulnerability. Mareth's tone brooked no argument. Politics demand it. Human strength bound to our house. Draxel's narrative crumbles. The people see unity. Guards escorted them out. Salira's hand brushed Reyes' arm. Claws retracted. This farce. Not farce. Reyes kept pace. Blood crusted his sleeves. Stabilizes your queen's rule. She shot him a glare. Pride warred with necessity. You humans adapt too quick. Atrium doors parted. Thousands packed the vaulted hall. Nobles, soldiers, commoners on hollow feeds. Gasps rose. Blood stained their clothes. Salira's gown tore at the hem. Reyes' uniform ripped across the shoulder. They walked the aisle. Eyes locked on them. Whispers swelled. The outsider, with Voss blood. Mareth mounted the dais. Ancient crystals hummed, projecting the rite across the realm. Witness, human, and Khalith bind. Treaty forged eternal. Priests chanted. Vines of light snaked from crystal spires, coiling around their wrists. Salira's breath hitched. Reyes stood firm. The bind tightened, warmth sealing skin to scale. Bows echoed. By claw and callus, I shield.
Salira's voice rang clear. By oath and action, I stand.
Reyes matched her. Light flared. Cheers erupted. Wary, then thunderous. Aliens marveled at the humans' calm amid the glow. Mareth nodded. Bound, coup ended. Realm secure. Crowds surged forward. Salira pulled Reyes aside, into a shadowed alcove. Her eyes burned. Blood smeared her cheek. Private now. Choice is yours, human. He leaned against cool stone, pulse rifle slung low. Choice? Annulment waits at dawn. Walk free. Treaty holds on paper. She stepped closer. Scales brushed his arm. Or stay. On my terms. No pity. Partners. Equals. Reyes studied her. Sharp features softened in torchlight. Earlier clashes replayed. Her blade parrying death, his spear guarding her back. Pride collided with duty. Trust flickered. Aliens excelled in intricate courts. Plasma dances lethal as poetry.
Humans?
Stubborn holds. Improvised seals. Together, they sealed vaults and coups. He extended a hand. Calluses met claws. Equals. I stay. On grip tightened. A smile ghosted her lips. Fierce. Genuine. Welcome to court. Heralds called them back. They emerged. Hands linked. Kingdom watched. Blood dried on sleeves. A new alliance dawned. But Holt's calm buzzed private. Sir, drone sweep caught stragglers. Draxel's sigil on a shuttle manifest. Not over. Reyes glanced at Saylyra. Her eyes sharpened. Ready. They walked into the throng, united, watching shadows. Saylyra leaned in. Your efficiency terrifies them. Good. He grinned. Your precision saves us. Better. Crowds parted. Whispers turned to chants. Blood bound them now. Deeper halls stirred. Draxel's remnants plotted. But partners faced it. Reyes felt the vine mark pulse on his wrist. Trust formed, not in words, but collision. Power yielded, pride bent, duty shared. A guard approached. Urgent. Lady Voss. Report from the fringe worlds. Rebels rally under Chancellor's name. Saylyra's claws flexed. We go. Together. Reyes nodded. Rifle ready. Human warrior. Alien noble. Court trembled. They moved as one kingdom held breath. In the vault's echo, Holt patched in. Sir, toolkit prepped. What's the play? Same as always. Reyes glanced at Saylyra. Adapt. Protect. She smirked. And strike. Steps synced. Blood faded. Vows endured. Shadows lengthened. True test loomed. Reyes breached the first shadow-cloaked door with his toolkit. Saylyra's blade gleamed beside. No more alone. They plunged in. Duty called. Trust answered. The realm watched. Partners rose. Ku's embers glowed. They quenched them. Hand in claw. Blood on sleeves forgotten. Power reshaped. Kingdom theirs to guard.